Alrighty, here we go. Reset and restore. All right, let's start seated on our mats. On our bottoms, you can tuck your legs right underneath you. All right, and then rest your hands on those legs and let's just oxygenate our system before we start. Sit up nice and tall. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Fill your lungs with oxygen. And then gently exhale and circle that head all the way around. And take another deep breath in. And exhale, reverse your circle. And head back to the center. Now let's scrunch those shoulders around those ears. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, release. Repeat, scrunch those shoulders around the ears. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, release. Last time, scrunch around the ears. Take a breath in. Exhale, release. Very nice. Flex the right hand. Tilt your head to the left. If you feel a nice stretch on your upper traps, marvelous. If you need more, gently press that head away. Increase that stretch. And then gently release. Bring it back to the center. Change sides. Flex your left hand. Tilt your head to the right. Gently press that head away if you like. And bring it back to the center. And let's get the front of the chest. Hi, Fina.
Hi, ladies.
Either look up, well, we're definitely going to look up to the ceiling, but either keep your lips closed or make your pouty face, stretching deeper. Here we go. Look up. And bring it back to the center. And then take the hands behind the head. Let's stretch behind the neck. Hinge forward just slightly with that upper body. And then press that head forward, not necessarily touching that chest, remember. And you can move that head around side to side if you like, stretching different parts of that neck. And then gently release out of it. And open those arms. Good. You're going to take your, let's take your right leg out to the side and keep your left leg tucked in. So you can go at a slight angle or you can go a little bit wider if you like, whatever works for you. Sit up nice and tall. Either rest your hand on your leg or the floor or mat. And then take that left arm and stretch towards that leg. So you're stretching your side body and hopefully you feel it in that leg a little bit too. Take a breath in. And exhale, lift. You're going to turn and face that leg, belly button in, and walk it over. Drop your head. Hold that stretch wherever you feel a little slight tug. Nice. This one too, if you really reach that left arm, you'll feel a nice stretch in your lower back. And then walk it back up. And then we're going to change sides. So now tuck that right leg in, left leg out. A little or a lot, whatever you feel comfortable with. Lengthen your spine. Reach that right arm out. Stretch. Open that side body. Stretch that leg. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale as you lift. Good. Both feet together. Soles of the feet together, feet close to your body. And then open those knees. Lengthen your spine. Good. Now let's take another deep breath in here. And gently exhale. And release in your center. Slide your heels forward. This one will stretch your lower back. So fold it over. Belly button again stays pulled in. You can rest your hands on your legs or your feet, or you can reach those arms out in front of you, lengthening that stretch. And take a nice deep breath in. And gently exhale. And then walk it back up. And then last one, forward fold, knees together, legs straight out in front of you. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, belly button in around the spine. Fold it over, stretch that body. And you're going to take your right arm and you're going to reach it to the back wall. So this is just working on range of motion, great for the shoulders. You're going to lift that arm up and over the head. If you can, you're trying to keep a straight line. It's very hard to do. Good. And take that down. And now reach your left arm to the back. And then do the same thing. Just lift that arm up and over the head. Just get that shoulder moving. Yes. Excellent. Roll it up. Good. You're going to swing those legs underneath you. And you're going to bring it up into a tabletop position. If you need a little more cushion under your knees, you can always unroll the blanket and use that, or fold your mat. Up to you. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. So we're just going to do a simple cat and cow. Just kind of loosen up the spine and engage that core. You're going to arch the spine, look up to the ceiling, take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale. Pull that belly button up, drop your hips, separate the shoulder blades, drop your head, hold. And then release. Arch, inhale. Exhale, cat. Pull that belly button up, round the spine, drop the head. And repeat, arch. Inhale, look up. Exhale, pull up, round that spine, cat pose. And release, bring it back to neutral. Then you're going to unfold that right arm up to the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, you're going to dive through the other arm. Rest on your right shoulder and the side of the head. Keep that belly button picked up. Let's take our left arm and straighten it out. And if you'd like, you can kind of crawl those fingertips to the opposite corner of the mat. It stretches kind of underneath the rib cage and that armpit area. And it also helps you open up that side body a little bit more. Do what works for you. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And gently release that arm, bring it back in front of the body, unfold and bring it back to tabletop. Left arm up, inhale. Exhale, dive through. Keep your belly button picked up. Rest on the left shoulder on the side of the head. And again, you can keep that right arm bent, or you can walk that right arm out and to the back corner if you like. Stretching around that rib cage. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And walk that arm back around and to a tabletop position. Now you're going to take your right foot forward on the mat. So we're going to try to avoid being in this position. You want to walk your foot forward and then you want to sink into the hip. So we're stretching that hip flexor really good on the left leg and you're stretching under the hip on the right leg. You can prop yourself up or if you can, place your hands on the ground, whatever's comfortable to you. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And you could stay there, or if you'd like, you can increase the stretch by reaching back with your right hand and grabbing your foot. If it gives you a cramp in your hamstring, don't grab the foot, just hold that other position. Good. Take another breath in. And exhale. And gently release that foot if you have it. And then we're going to straighten that front leg and get that hamstring. Keep that belly button pulled in. Flex that front foot. And if you can, take your head towards your shin and hold that stretch. Let's take a deep breath in. And exhale. You can stay there, or if you can, let's lengthen or increase that stretch. You're going to scooch your right heel a little farther forward. It doesn't matter how far forward, whatever you can stand. And then let's take a deep breath in here. And exhale. Now let's do one more breath. Again, you can either stay there or you can increase your stretch even more, whatever works for you. One more breath in this position. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice. Gently pull it back into a child's pose. And just recover from that for a second. Belly button and lengthen those arms. And let's take it onto that left leg. So you're going to take it forward on your mat. And remember, try not to be straight up and down over that hip. Take that left leg forward and lower that right hip towards the mat. So it stretches that hip flexor pretty amazing. I feel it like, oh. And it also gets the thigh, but not quite as deep as if you want to grab that foot. So if you'd like, actually let's stay here for one breath. Inhale. Exhale. Either stay there or bend that foot, reach back with that left hand. Woo wee, this side hurts. And let's stay here for one breath. Inhale. Exhale. Ooh, gently release that leg if you have it. And let's straighten that left leg, flex that left foot. Belly button in as you forward fold. And let's take one breath in. And exhale. Again, your choice. You can stay there or you can scooch your left heel farther forward and lengthen that stretch. Good. Another breath in here. Inhale. Exhale. And here we go for our last breath. You can stay there. Slide it out farther, your choice. Inhale. Exhale. And gently pull it back. take it into that child's pose. Forehead on the mat, belly button in. And then you're gonna roll it up. We're gonna clasp our hands behind us. And if you can, you're trying to open the chest and straighten the arms. You can stay here, or you can lift your bottom up. And you can take your forehead or the top of your head down to the mat. And then you can try to take those arms a little farther back, increasing that stretch. Yes, let's take a breath in here. Exhale. And gently sit back on those heels. Lift yourselves up. Ooh. Very nice. And then let's sit on our bottoms and let's take it down to our mat. And if you have your bolster or your rolled up blanket or towel, we're going to start with that. So we're going to first take the, actually let's put it aside for first. I want to go face forward first and do our next side to side. So have it right nearby because we're going to use it immediately after. So lay on your belly. And you're going to take your arms down by your sides. You can face your palms upward. And you're going to take your cheek one side or the other. Doesn't matter, we're doing both. And just turn it. And let's stretch that neck. One breath in here. Inhale. And exhale. And just lift that head up and turn your cheek to the other side. One breath in. Take a breath in. Gently exhale. And bring it back to the center. You're going to grab your bolster or your blanket and you're going to put it by your hip. You're going to take your hands and you're just going to fold them under your forehead so your face isn't smashed against your mat. And you're going to take your right, well, whatever side your bolster or your blanket is on, you're going to take your knee up onto that bolster or blanket so your hip has a little traction action going on. Good. And then just rest your forehead on your hands. And let's take a nice deep breath in. And gently exhale. All right, you're going to keep that knee there. And you're just going to gently prop yourself up. And then you're going to weave, if your right knee is on your bolster, you're going to weave your left arm through. Good, you just hold it right there. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And again, we're going to keep that knee on the bolster, but this time you're going to I kind of scooch my left hip under, and we're going to open up the right arm. If you can, all the way open, twisting that torso so you're getting a nice hip opener as well as a lower back stretch. You can pull the bolster closer to you as you need to get a nice comfortable position. And then let's take a nice deep breath in. And gently exhale. And then release and bring that right arm back in. And you're going to go back onto your belly. And this time you're going to take that bolster or that blanket next to your other hip. And then lift that knee up onto that blanket or bolster and just give it a little traction right there. It feels lovely. Oddly soothing, right? Fold your hands and just rest your forehead. We're going to take a deep breath in and then we relax. Inhale. And exhale. And gently just lift up out of that and take your right arm and shoot it through. And you can just rest your head on that left arm. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And then gently adjust yourself and open up that left arm. If you need to move that bolster closer to your knee, go for it. Get a nice rotation in that torso. And take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. And this time, just pull that left knee in and roll over onto your back. And just pull both knees into the chest. Let your hips come off the mat. Gently stretch that lower back. All right, now we're going to take our bolster or a blanket and we're going to use it for a chest opener. So you're going to take that bolster or blanket the long way. If your bolster is big, you're going to take it like all the way from your lower back all the way up and even rest your head on that bolster. If not, your head can lay off the bolster. For the blankets, mine is definitely not long enough for my head to rest on it, but you want to get it in between your spine so you really open up that chest. Yes. And get to a nice comfortable position. If you're on the blanket, it's nice to let your head hang off and then you get a nice little neck stretch. Wherever you are, open those arms straight out from your shoulders. And let's take a nice deep breath in. And gently exhale. Take another deep breath in. And gently exhale. If you'd like, this time you can straighten the legs or you can keep them bent, your choice. And one more breath in this position. Inhale. And exhale. And gently bring those arms back in. Lift your head, prop yourself up, and we're just going to readjust that bolster or that blanket. We're going to put it underneath our spine the long way. So this is going to get a little arch in that lower back. If it's too deep with the blanket, you can unfold it a little bit. With the bolster, you can't do much, but you could just take it not as quite as long there if you like. Gently let that natural curve. If you need to bend your knees, you can bend the knees to take off some of the pressure. Your arms again can go straight out from those shoulders in a T. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you want to straighten your legs at any point, if they aren't, you can do so. Last breath, inhale. Exhale. Good, and the final move of the evening. Some traction. So take your bolster or your blanket under your hips, and we're going to sit on that. And we're going to take our legs, you can point one leg at a time up towards the ceiling. And again, you want to relax your feet completely and let your circulation do its magic. The blood flow, the oxygenation. It's lovely to get oxygen to reach not only all of your appendages, but also your brain. You can again bring your arms straight out or just straight down, palms facing upward. Let's take our last few breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale. And ever so carefully and gently lower those feet back down to the mat. Lift up your bottom, slide out your bolster or your blanket. And then roll over to one side or the other towards the camera probably, and just take a recovery position. Take a deep breath in. On exhale, press into the mat and slide yourselves up to a seated position. And let's finish how we started. Tuck those legs underneath us. Good, rest those hands on the legs. Inhale, oxygen. And gently exhale. One more breath this time. Arms go out and up. Expand the rib cage. Inhale, palms together over the head. And exhale, pull it down, prayer position. Let the thumbs rest in the center of the chest. Keep that belly button pulled back. Hinge forward just slightly with the upper body. Place the thumbs between the eyes. And let's bow our heads forward. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight, beautiful ladies. Namaste. Yay! Mellow Monday. Oh. Yay, thank you, ladies. Stop the recording.